Despite increased visibility in recent years, openly gay politicians remain rare, especially in the South. So after Marco McMillian, an up-and-coming and out Mississippi mayoral candidate, was found dead this week in an apparent murder, we ask, what legacy does he leave for LGBT political acceptance in the South? So Lila, I want to go to you first. You wrote a recent article, it's in our resource well. You say Marco McMillian's death highlights Mississippi's slow and inconsistent evolution. How so?
You know, as the first politician to run as an openly gay man, you know, in a state where there are basically no kind of legislative wins, that in itself, you know, is always a first and an accomplishment. But at the same time, that was something that, you know, never came up on the campaign trail. And after his death, I think that, you know, his campaign manager, or his campaign spokesperson was very uncomfortable talking about it. He didn't want to talk about that aspect of it, even afterwards. So I think that kind of alone highlights this, you know, tension in a place where you can run, but you can't talk about it.
You've seen many open LGBT candidates come through the ranks in recent years. Can you give us an overview of the numbers and the concentration per region, particularly in the South?
Right now, we just had a pretty successful year in 2012 electing out candidates. There are close to 600 openly LGBT elected officials across the U.S. at all levels of government. Now from the Senate on down to, you know, mosquito control board in Florida. The South, unfortunately, only has about 80 of those. So there is an extra barrier down there that we see. And that is, the example is Mississippi, where we have never endorsed an openly LGBT candidate.
I want to now go to a video comment here. We have one from Ravi Perry. He's an assistant political science professor at Mississippi State University. He was a friend of Marco, the mayoral candidate in Mississippi, Marco McMillian. And I want to show this video comment and also check out what Ravi wrote in our resource well right beneath me too.
Marco was a trailblazer. He chose to return home after a lucrative career in Memphis, running his own agency and in D.C. and elsewhere. His story exemplifies the importance of resources and support needed for LGBT candidates of color, particularly in the South. We need to find more opportunities to engage them and to ensure that they can run effective campaigns.
So Denis, find more opportunities to engage them and vote them when we can.
Absolutely. You know, one of the things we do besides endorsing candidates and supporting them monetarily is training them. And we have reached out across the country to try to diversify our trainings, both regionally, racially, by gender, so that people from all sorts of communities have the tools that they need to run and to build campaigns. I think we do 4 of these trainings a year. There are about 40 candidates, or 40 potential candidates in each of the trainings. I wish we could expand them even broader, because it's a fantastic way to learn the nuts and bolts of building a campaign. That's needed before people can really jump into politics. You have to know the science as well as the art. Everyone knows, you know, how to kiss a baby. But learning how to read a voter file and develop a campaign plan is a whole other thing, as Joel can tell you.